cooking Appa?
Hi, this is Cooking Appa, and today I'm going to show you how I fry my luncheon meat. Don't be too excited. I know many of you could be shouting out there, how come Appa is cooking processed food? Yeah, well, I don't eat this every day, probably few months once, but it is definitely one of my most favorite. Okay, by the way, do not forget, Appa's channel is not to teach you how to cook, but give you idea on what to cook tonight. And of course, I must show you one of my most favorite dish. And actually, the luncheon meat I'm choosing here today does not contain MSG. Yeah, can you see here? No MSG and gluten-free as well. Okay, this I got from a local supermarket. So basically, you have oil here. You don't want high heat, you want only medium heat. Medium heat, it is where you are seeing bubbles coming out from your chopsticks, but there are no smokes coming out from the oil. Okay, we see the bubbles coming out, but there's no smokes coming out here from the oil, meaning it is exactly the medium heat that we want, about 140 to 150 here. And actually using a plate, yeah, many people like to use a bowl. Actually using a plate to mix the egg, yeah, to mix the egg and the luncheon meat is much easier. And you don't want to cut it too thick or too thin. To me, the best is about 1 cm or slightly less than 1 cm thickness. Okay, so you can start putting in. Yeah, you can start putting in the luncheon meat. You can hear the very soft sizzling sound. Okay, this means medium fire. Yeah, medium heat oil, which is exactly the kind of heat and temperature that we wanted. You want to use a spoon because you can also scoop on some egg, yeah, together. Can you fit one more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll do the rest. This is one of the earlier one I put in. Flip it. Remember, if you don't control your oil nicely, your luncheon meat can also start to absorb oil. Yeah, Chinese say eating oil. So what we do here is never tone down the heat. Okay, once you tone down the heat, the ingredient inside here, the luncheon meat will start eating oil. Okay, so you can actually up the heat a little just before you remove the ingredient from the oil, or you can just remain the same heat also can. Okay, but never tone it down. All right, this will be very fast, so I'm going to prepare some kitchen towel to absorb the excess oil. Remember, if you know and learn the right way of frying things, your ingredients after frying can still be very dry. I mean, very fresh and dry. It will not be too hot or too oily. Okay, see the beautiful colors that I'm getting here? Very, very fragrant. Comment on this video below if you also like luncheon meat as Appa do. Okay, comment on this particular video. Right, it's almost done. Okay, golden brown color, and you can just put it onto your kitchen towel, and that's it. Okay, do the same with all the rest. Okay, it's done also. With some beautiful eggy color. I don't know what kind of luncheon meat they use outside in those chap fan store. Usually they don't really use very good luncheon meat. There's the price range between the luncheon meat can varies a lot. And the most expensive one is probably the spam. Yeah, the spam luncheon meat. But sometimes I find spam a bit too salty to my likings. Okay, you can put onto your kitchen towel to absorb the oil, and I'll continue to do the rest. We will come back later. Okay, after a couple of minutes, everything is done. So this is my luncheon meat with eggs. Okay, you want your luncheon meat to be coated nicely with all the eggs here. So if you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click the like and follow button. Go to Cooking Appa YouTube channel to watch all my videos there. And to subscribe and press the notification button and follow Appa on Instagram. Alright, thank you very much. Bye bye.